Hi, Luxury Home Show. I'm Louise. Come inside my restored Edwardian house that has a modern twist. Starting with the hallway, it did not look like this when we moved in. The original owners stripped all of the Edwardian features away. We wanted to put them back in and reinstate the original authenticity of an Edwardian house. But more details on that later. And now into the kitchen area. It was designed by Thomas Ford, and there are lots of little things about this kitchen that I absolutely love. It's completely symmetrical and you can't see any appliances. So we wanted it to look like a piece of furniture rather than a kitchen. Love the two-tone colour. It's very calming in the kitchen, and it has like a bit of a modern twist to the Edwardian house that we kind of wanted. When I say it's symmetrical, I really do mean it's symmetrical. This is a little detail that I absolutely love. This inside here is the fridge, and down here are these hinges, but they're not actually real. The hinges for the fridge are here. They've been put there so they look identical to the door on the other side, where they actually are real hinges. The 4 lights above the island, they're from Spark and Bell. They're fluted glass, really, really beautiful light. And we wanted to match the glass here, and inside here is our glasses cupboard with a light behind, so it kind of brightens the kitchen up. We decided to put the Bora hob here because it just means that when we've got our guests here and we're cooking, we can actually talk to them. In our previous flat, we had it on the other side and we were like constantly turning around talking to them. And also it's a great place, you know, to make content. If you're doing a cooking show, it just means that it just works really well, and I can talk to everyone and see everything that's going on, which is wonderful. This worktop is by Simstone, and we've used it everywhere where we can possibly use it. Here and then behind here, the splashback all throughout the sink, and it's been fabricated by Affordable Granite Surrey, and they came in with all their lasers and made sure that it was all cut perfectly. It was very, very cool. You'll also notice that we haven't got much on the worktops. We didn't want to have kettles or toasters shown because we just wanted it to be quite simple. So this is a cooker tap, and this is where we have our hot water, sparkling water, normal water, and filtered water. It does everything. This butler sink is from Shores of Darwin. It's literally 1 metre long, and it has 2 separate parts to it. And again, it just kind of really fits in with the Edwardian feel of the kitchen. So you'll notice as well that our kitchen goes all the way to the ceiling, which is the top tip. If you want your kitchen to feel like you have higher ceilings, take them all the way to the ceiling, and it just means that you haven't got that kind of empty space between your cabinets and the ceiling that just collects dust and grease. We don't ever use those cupboards really, but it looks nice and it makes it feel like this is more area and larger than it is. This breakfast bar is where we spend the majority of our time as a family. We eat every meal here, we make Lego here, we draw here. This is a very, very communal part of our family. That's just why it's slightly battered, but I don't mind that. It kind of gives a bit of character. These bar stools are from the Maisie. I absolutely love them. And then this kind of takes us through to the pantry, which is a work in progress. So I'm not going to show you it because it's not very pretty, but one day it will be. A little story about our herringbone floor, and I love this floor, is that it's actually reclaimed wood. It's from a company called Wood Job, and what they do is they actually collect old wood. This floor used to belong in a hotel in Poland, and they ripped it all out, and they were like, what are we going to do with all this wood? They bring it to us in the UK. I must admit, when our builders first saw the wood, they were like, what is this? But it got restored beautifully, and you'll see that there's lots of little dents, or it just has personality, and I love that. And also with 3 kids, you can't have everything perfect because things do get ruined, trust me on that. And yeah, it used to be in a hotel in Poland, and now it's here in Surrey. We decided to go for 3 large sliding doors from First Folding. Brilliant company for glass doors. They're floor to ceiling, and it just means we have a really beautiful view of the garden. We've got a skylight here too that lets some extra light in. And we've also installed some smart home technology with Art of Integration, which means that when I press a button, the blinds come down beautifully. This is our dining table that we got from eBay. You'll see it's absolutely battered, but I don't care because that's where the kids can draw and paint and do stuff, and it's actually got a lovely character. It shows all the times that we've had around the table with the kids, which is lovely. But we have dinner parties here, Christmas is here, and it's a lovely communal space. And then over here, we decided to have this kind of white brick feature wall, which continues out into the garden. The exterior of the house has the same white brick, and we just continued it inside. This is a place where we just have, you know, a bit of furniture, a bit of artwork. And this is when we go into the Snug. But before we go into the Snug, we have this floor-to-ceiling sliding door that can block that off. So if the kids are in there, you don't have to hear their annoying television or the football or whatever you don't want to listen to. It's a nice place just to have separation. This is the other side of the sliding door, and we come into what we call the Snug, or like our cinema room. We've painted the entire room, including the ceiling, and a lovely colourful pleat from Little Green. And in the evening, it's just very dark and cosy and very snuggy. We made some cabinetry to fit beautifully around the TV, and we've even made him put in a section for the surround sound. And this is all smart home technology with art of integration. We've got surround sound like throughout the entire room. So when we're watching a movie, it really does sound like you are at the movies. And again, we have a blind that can come all the way down. So we are literally in our own home cinema. The corner sofa is by Rubeza, which is great for kids. It literally anything comes off it. This has seen a lot of action. Not like that. We have the same floor throughout here and the kitchen to kind of keep it feel like it's just one flowing room. And we've also installed air conditioning. We've got air conditioning in the kitchen as well, which is a godsend, especially on a day like today. It's actually quite hot and the air conditioning's on and it's marvellous. This sliding door, this is also by the same carpenter who did our TV unit. It's by Pardy Bespoke, and he has installed this amazing door which matches up the design to the cupboards. So this sliding door goes into a room that I'm not going to show you because it's not tidy. But one day it will be a bar, and it's sliding because there wasn't actually enough space to have a door that opens up. It would hit the sofa. Lots of discussions with my husband about the door, the sofa. I won. We have a nice sofa. All right, out of the Snug, I'm going to show you another room that's been very, very carefully thought about. But before these doors, we've got crystal-looking doors, but this is from a company called X-Ray Glazing. Highly recommend them. You can get the crystal-looking doors at a cheaper price. This room is genius, if I do say so myself. We have our boot room. We all have a shelf with all our shoes, so we never have that conversation of where are my shoes? And when you have 3 children, it's a struggle. Also, what's great about this room is that through here is our garage. So we drive into the garage, through here, shoes and coats go here, and then you come into the main space and you don't need to think about shoes or coats because they're all there. So this room goes into the traditional living room. This living room was here when we bought the place, but it was very, very different. There are lots of little details that we included to bring back the Edwardian feel that were stripped out before. Things like the ceiling rose, the cornicing, the wall paneling, even the radiators. Everything that we've put back has the Edwardian feel. The fireplace, the original fireplace was ripped out. We've put this back in, and this actually, we found this so randomly on eBay from a guy down the road. £90, £90. It's amazing, we love her. And then here we have a wood burner. This is from Chesney, which is so lovely when it's winter, Christmas, getting that kind of wood burning fire go. There's stockings go here. This looks so beautiful at Christmas. I love it. We added some wall lights to here. We actually call these the flux capacitors because they look a bit like they're from Back to the Future, but they're not. Again, same floor throughout. So the floor completely flows through all the rooms. And then we have these crystal style doors that you can, if you wanted to, shut the room off. This room's quite wide as well. So the sofa that we've chosen is from Sunday Designs. It's lovely and long. Husband can fall asleep on there. It's wonderful. We put these doors in because the ones that were here before look like something from an office in Slough. No offense to anyone who works in an office in Slough. These are from Todd Doors. And again, this design matches the wall paneling design. And the door handles and the switches here, you'll see that they're all the same color. And these are from Corsten. And I love, again, the old school switches. Bay window, obviously that was already here. And then this goes through back to the hallway. So now talking about the tiles, again, it's got the traditional pattern of an Edwardian hallway, but if you look closely, we've got all these lovely colours inside the pattern, like we've got the reds and the blues and the greens, and it just really kind of makes it a bit more fun in the hallway. This archway we've put in, and again, these corbels were never here, the cornicing wasn't here, the ceiling roses weren't here, so all of this has been put in to really get that Edwardian feel back, and the stairs. The stairs before were, I can't even, they were glass shards that wobbled when you went up and down them, and with kids, very, very dangerous. So we took the whole thing out and reinstated, again, a more of a traditional staircase. And this brings us back to the kitchen, but I want to also show you the downstairs looks, quite special. We know that downstairs loo get a lot of traffic, so we wanted to make it as fun as possible. So we're going to start with the tiles, chessboard tiles. These are from Burton May. And then again, two-tone walls. We've got the paneling. This colour is by Little Green, it's called Burnt. And then this flamingo wallpaper is by John Lewis. And very, very miraculously, the colours match up perfectly. That was completely amazing. This toilet, I love. If you have boys in your household, you'll know that they don't always stay on target. So what better to get a toilet that actually says something. Ours says stay on target. And this is by Thomas Crapper. You can get these personalised to whatever you want. It took us about 4 months to decide what 3 words we were going to use. Stay on target for a message to the boys, and also a Star Wars association, big Star Wars fans. I think we came up with ones like rate your poo, or it wasn't me.
That's a good one.
So our loo and our sink and our taps are all from Thomas Crapper, so is our radiator. Lighting is from Moulin Lighting, and again, we've put the cornicing and the ceiling rose back in, and all of the cornicing and ceiling rose and corbels are from a company called Stevenson's of Norwich. Highly recommend them, they're absolutely brilliant. The mirrors from eBay. This is a lovely framed picture to have in a bathroom. It's of my Sunday Times best-selling book. That's a nice plug there as well.
I'm Tamrin. And I'm Helen, and we are the co-founders of Styled Home Studios, which is a curated location platform that connects brands, creative professionals directly with the owners of inspirational, beautiful homes for photo shoots, film and content creation.
So I'm an interior designer by trade, and Helen's a photographer. But we are also friends from school. We've been friends for only a few years, for 25 years. And one day Helen called me. She was having difficulty finding a location for one of her clients, and my kitchen fit the brief, so she phoned me and said, you know, would you mind if we came and did a shoot? It's only 4 hours, it's a smallish budget of X, and you know, could we do it? So of course I said yes. I mean, we've done it for free, but it was great. It's like free money. My house was making it, you know, making it work for itself. And she came. We had a really great time. And then from that, Helen had the light bulb moment, yeah, that if she was one photographer having this problem, then surely lots of other photographers, content creators would also be facing challenges finding accessible locations that are of a high enough quality.
This hallway has really, really beautiful high ceilings, and again, we've completely panelled the lot of it. This is urban grey from Little Green, and again, the cornicing throughout, and this chandelier from Pure White Lines. Day that we moved in, the removal van men knocked it, and there was a little bit of a only fools and horses moment, which is a story for another time. Okay, so in here, we wanted the room to be very kind of neutral and minimal. It's good for stress, it's good for sleep. The wall colour is called Juliet's Dream, which I thought was quite funny because it's my husband's ex-girlfriend's name. This is not her dream, it's mine. Very spacious area. What we've done is we've actually got an ensuite bathroom over there and a dressing room there. So the actual main part of the bedroom is completely clear, which is good for my everything. The windows are the same company as the windows downstairs. This is from First Folding, and we have a lovely view of the garden and a lovely view onwards. We recently put these in. This is actually from Hillary's. We've got a roller blind and these lovely curtains that close everything off. And again, it's very nice and airy and floaty, which is lovely. Because this is the new part of the extension, in this room we haven't done the cornicing or the ceiling rails because this is more of a modern part of the house, but we have kept the traditional radiator because we just love them. These sliding doors are also from X-Ray Glazing, and they're, I think, one of the only companies that do crystal style doors in a different colour. So we've gone with this gold, which makes sense when you go into the bathroom. The floor tiles are from Starrell and Stone, and These tiles are actually called mega slabs and they're from Rack Ceramics, and I'll come back to it in a minute when I talk about the shower. This bathtub is from Lussault Stone, and I love the fact that it's right in the window. It's a very relaxing place to have a bath. I literally sit here pretty much every Sunday evening and just get some zen, which is great. These beautiful freestanding taps are from CP Hart. This is the Samuel Heath collection. I will tell you a story. When we moved in, my daughter picked up this heart rock and started hacking away at the tap. So we have a lovely dent in our brand new tap. Moving on to our vanity unit. This is from Rubeza. And again, the same color kind of coincides with the taps and with the doors and everything. So there is definitely a color palette going on. These drawers are lovely and deep as well, which holds lots of products. Same taps, same company. This is the Samuel Heath collection from CP Hart. And as I mentioned before, this mega slab is from Rack Ceramics. And what I love about this is that there's no grouting whatsoever. It's just one beautiful piece of stone, and it works perfectly with the room. And that moves on to talking more about the mega slabs in the shower area. You'll see from floor to ceiling, absolutely no grout there. And that's, I mean, the builders did have a bit of a tricky time with that, because if it smashes, you're kind of screwed. So that one is vertical, and then they flipped it. So this one is horizontal. So again, absolutely no grout. It's just completely seamless. And then they made this niche so we can put our products on. And again, the same collection from CP Hart. This is Samuel Heath. And this screen is also from Lussault Stone. These lights are from eBay. So it's the mirror actually. And also we have the smart home technology in these rooms as well. So we've got speakers in the ceiling throughout the room that goes through to the dressing room. So it means that when you're in the shower, you can just put on what you want. And now coming to my dressing room, it is a little bit messy, so bear with. And also we're still working on getting cabinetry. This is just temporary right now from IKEA, but it actually works really well. This dressing room I love, because everything is here. You can shut it away. There's no clothes in the actual main room. And we have our washing machine and tumble dryer up here. Why? Because I was sick and tired of going up and down the stairs with a basket of laundry that no one ever moves apart from me. All the clothes stay upstairs anyway, so it just means that everything is just up here. It makes life so much easier, and I highly recommend it. So now I'm going to show you one of our bathrooms, which we renovated. And just so you know, this is a 4-bedroomed house. I'm not showing you the other bedrooms because they're the kids' bedrooms and they're actually not that great. They are, but you know what I mean. Wouldn't recommend a white carpet when you have kids, but never mind, it still looks lovely. Again, with the same radiator. These radiators are from the Radiator Company. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And then this was a new bathroom, which is kind of like a communal bathroom because the other bedrooms will have en suites. So this is the communal bathroom, and I love this bathroom. The black and white tiles on the floor are from Capietra. These are also from Capietra. And actually, again, funny story, we ran out of tiles. And I asked anyone on Instagram if they had any, and someone miraculously had a load in Dublin. So we drove to Dublin to pick them up. Power of social media, because we'd started and then the builders were like, run out. And we're like, well, we have to continue. So yeah, thank you, social media, for making us get extra tiles. And then this tile on top to kind of get the black in as well. And then the walls are a lovely pale pink, which I love. And it matches this pale pink vanity unit. So the vanity unit, the taps, the shower, all the shower dials, all again from Rack Ceramics. Toilets from Rack Ceramics, and they're brilliant as well with delivery. Like everything comes really quickly, which is awesome. And the mirror is from the Cotswolds collection. Highly recommend.
We built Styled Home Studios really to make inspirational spaces more accessible. So regardless of the size of your business, your brand, you can find the right space that's already dressed, beautifully to show up and shoot. So today we're at Family Flow, Louise's beautiful home. She uses it for her content creation, but other people could really make use of this incredible kitchen, for example, for cookery shoots, food and drink, lifestyle shoots, that sort of thing.
Everyone's always shocked that sort of cookery shows are not filmed in the chef's home, for instance. So it's great.
It's such a fun way to earn passive, semi-passive income to rent out your house for photo shoots.
Okay, let me show you the garden. This patio area, these tiles are from Rack Ceramic, and love these tiles. They actually jet wash really, really beautifully. And the same tiles have like these stepping stones that go towards the decking, which you'll see in a minute. We decided to put dark grey fencing here because it actually really shows the colour of flowers and greenery much more than like a plain coloured fence. I'm going to plant some more there. This garden still is a work in progress. You'll see what I mean, but it's getting there. Then we have this lovely decking area, and this is where we're going to have an outside kitchen space. We've already got the bar here. This is from Vlaze. Incredible company, highly recommend it. So this area here will eventually be a wood burner and more stove, and just basically a really good communal eating area. Because we've got a large garden, we wanted to kind of have lots of different areas to sit in or enjoy. It's a bit like Love Island. We've got our own fire pit, but not quite. This is a lovely communal sofa area. And what we love about this area here is that this is where the sun is all day. So we can sit here all day and we'll get sun the whole time, which is great. Eventually this will be a home studio. We'll see. So from the back of the garden, you can really see the extent of the extension that we did. The width of the house I love, and the white brick that continues into the kitchen. Then on the first floor extension, you've got the Akoya wood that we've actually put at an angle. It's just a nice thing to look at, really. It's nice to look at your work. And that's it, that's the tour done. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to rent out this house, read the description for more information. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.
Hello, Luxury Home Show. I'm Mia Carlson, the founder of Mia Carlson Interior Design. Welcome to our Hampstead project.